Davis was repairing his bicycle when he suddenly saw something that would change his life forever. An idea struck his mind. What if an engine could be mounted on a bicycle? He immediately shared his idea with his good friend Harley, but Harley, with his engineering background, thought it was impossible.
You say we just do this or do that? Build in an engine, any engine? It's a massive undertaking. This would take metallurgy, combustion science, machine tools, and money, none of which we have.
Yet Davidson was full of confidence in Harley. He encouraged him, insisting that they could definitely make it work. Under Davidson's persuasion, they decided to take action. In order to draft the design, they went into a theater. While everyone else had their eyes glued to the beauties on stage, Harley was captivated by the engine, pulled out his notebook, and began sketching. Soon after, they took the drawings to a bicycle factory owner, hoping for cooperation. But after glancing at the precise blueprints, the owner scoffed and dismissed them.
We call ours the Davidson Harley Merkel.
My name comes last, huh?
You are last to the show, sir. We would give you a majority ownership as well.
I get it, kid. But this won't work. Bike frame can't carry the horsepower.
With no investors and no money to buy parts, Davidson began secretly stealing small pieces from the factory where he worked. One day, he was caught by his older brother, the supervisor. For fairness' sake, his brother had no choice but to beat him in front of everyone. But in the end, he still secretly handed the parts over to Davidson. At last, they built their very first motorcycle engine. Davidson carefully poured fuel inside and Harley began the ignition.
What happened?
These homebrew parts aren't cutting it. We need precision machining and new parts, Arthur. We can't just keep cannibalizing everything.
The two of them were broke and couldn't afford what they needed. That's when Davidson thought of his cousin Walter. He was not only a farm owner, but had also worked as a railroad mechanic. If they could get Walter's help, all their problems could be solved. So Davidson had Harley write a letter saying, "We've just built a powerful motorcycle. With it, you can ride to anywhere in the world. If you invest a little money now, you can help us change the world together." Watt didn't trust his unreliable cousin, but since his farm had recently been forcibly taken away, he decided to go back and check it out. When he saw the unfinished bicycle, Walter was furious and scolded Davis harshly.
And what is it like?
We made the engine. It works.
It works? It did. Till, it didn't.
When he saw the design drawings on the wall, he was astonished. Every component, every line, showed Harley's extraordinary talent. As a former railway mechanic, Walter was completely convinced. He began helping them fix problems with stalling engines and chain malfunctions. Walter suggested changing the ignition timing and replacing the chain with a tractor belt. With the plan ready, the three immediately got to work. After a long night of effort, they successfully mounted the engine on a bicycle. The world's first Harley-Davidson motorcycle was born. They prepared for ignition testing at once.
Go. Press the inlet valve. Hold it, okay? Press it. Express. Are you pressing it? Yeah. Oh. Keep pedaling, keep going. Never be late again.
Damn it, my exam!
But that day happened to be the university entrance exam. Although Harley rushed over, he was turned away for being late. Meanwhile, Walter was riding the motorcycle proudly through the streets. In an era dominated by bicycles, this machine drew crowds of cheering onlookers. Walter rode into the vast countryside, reveling in the freedom of speed until the gas tank ran dry. Pushing the motorcycle back to the workshop, he looked at the motorcycle, full of limitless potential, and made a firm decision. He entrusted all his savings to Harley and Davidson, determined to make the motorcycle faster. Later, as they tested a more powerful engine, their friend Eddie suddenly appeared, riding an Indian motorcycle. At the time, Indian was already the leader in the bicycle industry and had now joined the motorcycle race. The pressure on the three friends grew immense. Harley worked on blueprints by day and testing by night. After endless days and nights, they finally upgraded their motorcycle. But one problem remained unsolved. The carburetor always overfueled the engine, causing unstable performance. Just as Harley was pondering a solution, his mother handed him a letter, his long-awaited university acceptance. When Harley told the other two about it,
No! Are you kidding me? Art, this is real! We'll figure out. I put all my money into this, and our engineer is walking out on us? We committed to this, Bill. All of us. All of us.
Harley's departure made the carburetor problem even harder to solve. Davidson turned once again to the owner of that bicycle shop for help, but what he didn't know was that the man had already become an agent for Indian motorcycles. The boss handed him a faulty carburetor. A friend working there hinted to Davidson that something was wrong with it, but Davidson failed to understand. The next day, they entered a motorcycle race hosted by Indian. Walter, eager to show off their motorcycle's power, twisted the throttle to the maximum. Suddenly, the engine exploded into flames. The crowd erupted in laughter, but from that incident, they finally realized one thing: they urgently needed a skilled engineer.